And the feds got the text messages from the cookie girl telling them to bring the two cars all the way across the street because they was getting ready to pull up in Dolph's camo wrap car and leave it in the front parking spot. But we never seen Dolph actually pull up in that car. The last time we heard, they took Dolph's keys. So that's why they're not showing the footage, because it's a whole nother person that was driving Dolph's car. So then where was Dolph? He had to have been inside the shop with the cookie. And basically, Maurice was already there because the Lincoln was parked. We never seen any footage, evidence from Keosha James or her boyfriend, and the guy who made the first Facebook video never showed the Lincoln pulling up. The Lincoln was already there in park, and the oil slick had already been dripping from underneath the engine bay. So you know the car has been there for at least 30 minutes. So while all this is going on, the people who's surrounded the cookie shop is basically there to watch Dolph in case he escaped. Dolph was already in there at that time. Like they said, it was inside the store, to quote directly from the worker who was on the phone with the owner of the cookie shop. And they tried to come back and take back their statements that they cooperated and gave willingly. They said that it was inside the store, but for some reason they tried to change their story because it don't make it look like that was what actually happened. A lot of people commented and said, we have a question for the cookie people. How do you know it was inside the store? If you think that the Lincoln wasn't there, then who told you that Dolph was in the store already? They said he was on the phone inside the store, in the corner of the store. They never show who came in the door and how is it that the one hole got on the handle of the door. Who was by the door that tried to bust out the lock with the 40? Because if you look closely at the pictures, everybody wants to know, did Dolph bust back and try to actually escape the door, but did he get locked in? Is that why it looked like somebody had tried to bust out the lock with the 40 from inside the shop? Now, why would anybody try to get out of the shop if they're claiming that the two hitters are in the parking lot? The only way that adds up, it makes sense, if we try to make it make sense, is if the hitters was actually on the inside of the store and that Dolph was trying to escape. Because you gotta remember, everybody is now thinking, because of the community center and the Turkey Drive location being dropped and switched, they think he got snatched up on his way to the community center, and right after his keys got taken, right out of his pocket, like we saw the footage, we saw the reporter interviewing him, and the lady trying to take the picture went inside his pockets. We saw it, and then she acted like she had to go, like she had something, like she had to go outside to to get air or something, and she dipped. She told her boss that she was gonna leave for the rest of the day. And he didn't even know that in her pocket is Dolph keys to the Corvette and the Ferrari. And so that means if he had to catch a ride to make it to the turkey drive, that's when he could have got snatched up and taken around to make him empty the accounts and give up the loot. And then they took him to the cookie shop because that's where it allegedly could be the money in the safe from the stash spot. So then that's when they bring him in there. But see, he might still be talking and up, but they took his phone, and that's when they started calling Snoop Band, calling Big Moochie Great to tell them to come here, because he said he don't know the code. He gave half the code to Snoop Band's and the other half of the code to Big Moochie Great. That's why they try to call him so they could get the code to the safe. And Dolph was in the store, but the whole time while they figuring it all out, he might be untying himself from the chair, from the office chair. And when he got a chance to make a break for it, he still had one of his pieces on him. And that's when they hit the button and tried to lock him in. And they, boom, picked up the walkie-talkie and told the people in the E63 Mercedes-Benz, he's leaving, he's trying to escape, pull up, dump in the parking lot, and that's when everybody start going after, because you gotta remember, they said that somebody was in the shop spraying out the window, and it was somebody in the hallway that tried to hit him too, and that's how they messed up the bathroom plumbing and the pipes in the wall. But the GoFundMe went to cover all that up and make it so that they remodeled. When the boarded up windows came in, they remodeled the inside before the marshals came back to take a second swab of the scene. This is the reason why you need to stay for the updates and subscribe to the channel, because there's a lot more coming. Because if the phone call, you could have heard in the background everybody else yelling in the cookie shop when he said to get down. And so when they pulled up and they seen the phone, that's why young Dolph had two phones. Everybody knows for a fact that when he did the interview, he always had the phone for the team and one for him. And this is the reason why that they got rid of that, because when they say Dolph was on the phone, it's important to get the exact time that they said he was in the corner of the cookie shop, because you got to understand that if Maurice was in there, then he was in there when Dolph was on the phone looking down. So who walked behind Dolph right when he looked down, because that's the person that had the best shot to basically actually be the one to blindside him. Because at that moment, you got to understand that they called him to make him look away and get distracted.
Black Youngster told Lil Migo, you need to basically stay out of this, but I want y'all to know, question, did Black Youngster pay Lil Migo? Was Lil Migo out there with Raven them when all this basically took place for them to even set the play? You know, they was shady in this. They did some shady stuff, because Lil Migo name got brought up in the indictment, and a lot of people said that Lil Migo was going to jail. And I kept trying to figure out, y'all, why is they keep saying Lil Migo going to jail? What did he do? What part did Lil Migo play in what happened with Dolph? I know for a fact a lot of people sit back and look at it as if this was something that young Dolph, he really didn't know if the people around him was gonna be on some shiesty stuff or was it gonna be the ops that rolled up on him. Whole time, the exact thing that happened, it ended up being the ops. They said Lil Migo, they said Black Youngster, they said Big Juke. Govan, he already told them what he told them behind them closed doors. People sit back and look at it as if it's a game. When you hear the real, you have to believe the real. You can't play because in all that's reality, we know they realized put the play into motion and they had to they literally packed Young Dolph up, man.
Exactly, man. And once they started finding out that Lil Migo's sister is working in there, then they know for a fact that they have people who told him when he was there and not. That's why Raven is running out the cookie shop to get the promo. Because once they did that, that's when everybody came to them. Lil Migo came to them. Black Youngster went up there. Moneybag Yo, Yo Gotti, all of them. And Kenny Money was trying to tell them, why is all these people steady going to the cookie shop asking for Dolph?
And I'm kind of suspicious about the way that Kenny Money flexed the 20K. Him flexing the 20K right after CEO Teasy, basically, he got hit up. I want y'all to know, you put yourself on the map, man. Now these people looking at you. Because when the feds come, they got a 99% conviction rate. I want y'all to know this because this is a sad situation that had to even happen. A lot of people looked at it as if they was gonna get away with it. They didn't. Because Kenny Money, they one go sliding, and then next thing you know, TOTZ get hit up right after they post a video of them sliding.
And that's when you see Kenny Money pull up to his hood just to let them know, because how is you gonna pull up to their hood at 7 a.m. when all it is the people waiting at the bus stop? Because he was trying to rub it in. If everybody went live with Kenny Money that was there, masked up and everything like that, that's giving away the drop. So that's one thing that they gotta know is that the PRE boys gotta know that they can't actually have people moving like that, because that's gonna make them actually get looked at as who is the people that's really trying to get after them. And so this is the reason why Kenny Money, you gotta understand that he was flexing the money to basically do it as a music video. So that was the way of him getting out of it, because they walked up and approached him and said, why did you do that and celebrate Teasy getting hit up? Because they went and asked him the questions immediately. MPD pulled up with the marshals from the county.
And this is something that we all could really take notes on, but you can't change nobody from doing nothing that they don't want to stop doing. If they gonna be in the hood, they gonna be in the hood. A lot of y'all sit there and look at it as if, oh, this is cap, that's this, that. Nah, a lot of people don't understand these rappers. A lot of the rappers, they sit back and they put themselves in situations that they could easily avoid. And I want y'all to know, man, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, share this video, and basically, man, hey, tune in for more updates on this situation.